This month, the Savvy Scrapbookers take on the Autumn Cottage collection. Hi, I'm Donna Guest, the Lazy Scrapbooker and Creative Memories Advisor. My friends Nicole, Debbie Martin, and I have divided up another paper pack and sticker pack from Creative Memories, and we've created 6 pages for you, and we're ready to show you how to do them. Let's get started. This month, we're using the collection Autumn Cottage, and we're pulling from the paper pack and the sticker pack. These are the papers that I chose from the paper pack. I've got this wood grain paper that we're going to be using as the right side. Then I've got this beautiful orange pattern that we're going to be using the left side. If you need to identify it, it's the one that has the pumpkins and gourds on the other side. Then I have the gorgeous leaves. We'll be using this side. And I have this beautiful plaid, and we'll be using just this side as well. For stickers, I got all of the hiking stickers, and then I got this adorable set of boot print borders. You'll also need a scrap of the white lined paper, just plain white paper, because we're going to do some journaling on that. And then as far as tools, all you need for this layout is your 12-inch trimmer and your repositionable tape runner. I'm keeping it really simple. Okay, I never do this, but for this specific layout, I have some recommendations for the size photos that you'll need. I typically like to create a nice canvas for you to use however you like, but this time I'm going to give you recommendations. So on the left page, we're going to have 2 landscape 6x4 photos and 1 portrait 4x6. And then we'll have one that we trim down to a 4x4. On the right-hand side, we've got 2 landscape 6x4s and 1 4x4. And if you were wondering what these adorable little tools are here, they are from the Photo Placement Bonus Bundle. It comes with 7 packs. I believe they have 25 sheets of these each, 7 different sizes. And you also get this as a bonus, the camera file mate that holds your 4x6 photos. The whole bundle is just $26.50. Let's set these 2 papers aside. This is going to be our background. I think you're going to love how easy this layout is. You know I like fast and easy. So let's take the plaid piece of paper and we're going to cut 2 pieces that are 4.5 inches. One and another that's 4.5 inches. Okay, we want both of these to be 10 3/4 inches long, so we could pull out our ruler if you wanted to, but I'm just going to take off 1 1/4 inch off of both of them. I'm going to be bold and do them together. So 1 1/4 inch we'll cut off, and these are just scraps. And then we're left over with this 3x12 piece. We're actually going to use this to be a backing for some journaling. So you'll want to have some white paper or this white lined paper on hand, and then we'll cut it to fit. Now let's cut the leaf paper. We're going to make 3 cuts and have just a tiny bit left over. Our first cut is going to be 2.5 inches. Our next cut is going to be 3 inches. And our next cut is going to be 4 inches. And you know what? I said earlier that we were just using this side. Not true. This 3-inch piece, we're going to use this beautiful orange side right here. So this is leftover that you can use on another project. We can put our trimmer away now because we have everything we need. Such a simple project. So let's get out our 2 background pieces. We're going to put the orange over here and the brown over here. I think I'm going to have mine going vertically like this. And then remember, the gourds are on the other side if you have trouble identifying which piece of orange paper this is, because they all look kind of similar, this pattern. Okay, so I'm keeping it simple. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the 2.5 inch piece of the leaves, put some tape runner on the back, and it's going to be our border over here at the far left. And this is hopefully going to be a layout that you can do with all sorts of papers, not just this one. Next, we're going to get the largest piece of the leaves, the 4-inch piece. Tape runner on it. And I use Repositionable just because, you know, I can make mistakes and I like to be able to switch them around. We're going to put this all away at this edge. Then we're going to take our 3-inch piece of the leaves, and this is the one that we're using the other side on. And we're going to just push it up next to that. So we're covering up a lot of this wood grain. But you know what? I was going to start doing welding, but that just makes things a little more complicated. This is so easy. Okay, now that we have those pages created, we're going to add our adorable little border stickers here.
I love putting a border sticker or something cut from the trimmer on that because it really cleans up that line. And this one's wide, so it's very forgiving if I don't center it perfectly. Oh, I love that. Now we have these two pieces, and these are going to serve as photo mats. Instead of cutting out individual photo mats, these are going to fit specific photo sizes. And I know I usually don't do that. I usually like to create a canvas and let you go from there with your own photos, but I'm doing it a little bit differently this time. So that's pretty, isn't it? That blue, but we're not using that. We're going to use this plaid as our background. And I'm leaving about a 1/2 inch there, and we're pushing it all the way up to the top. So this is going to fit a 4x6 and a 4x4 photo. Same for this. This is going to fit a 6x4 and a 4x4 photo, and I'll show you. And this one I'm going to put around, let's see what I've got here. About 2.5 inches down. And this will hang on for the backing over here for our journaling box. And that's pretty simple. We're ready for photos now, and I showed you what size photos that you would need already. Now it's time to put them down. Okay, here are my photos in place, and look, they're still kind of curly. I had to order these at the last minute, and I just had them printed at Walgreens, so they were just printed. They're still curly here. I've never seen them like that, but I chose to get all the hiking stickers because I said, oh, I have tons of hiking photos. Well, in fact, I've already scrapbooked all my hiking photos. So I had to dig back to fall of 2015, and these are actually spring of 2016. You can't really tell, though, although there are no leaves on the ground. But we're going to go with it because it's 2 separate hikes. Now, this photo, I wanted to make sure that I got the whole width, and it was taken with a phone camera, of course. So if I had made it fit to a 4x6, it would have cut out some feet here of our little shoes as we sat on a little swing or a bench. Now, I'm just going to use my beautiful photo trimmer and trim that off. And so I'm not going to have a 4x6 photo here. You probably will. What you want to make sure to do is we're going to be lining up the edges of photos here so it all just is in a nice clean line. That's going to give me, because I have a shorter photo here, less than 4 inches tall, I'm just going to have a little bit more room over here, and that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and attach these. I'm actually going to use the regular tape runner with these because I don't intend on moving them. And with this curliness, I really want these to stick. I might ought to get out the Max tape runner. This awesome thing right here, they're never coming up if I use this. So these plaid pieces that I cut specifically for these photos fit as perfect 1/2 inch mats. I'm also going against, I'm not only breaking my rule of giving you a nice canvas to work with, but I'm breaking my rule of I like a narrow border. I like a thin 1/8 inch border. Well, I'm using a 1/4 inch with these measurements here because this plaid paper is just so pretty, and I think it looks better to have a little bit more showing. All right, so we're going to start there. Frame your pictures. You've got a 6x4 here and a 4x4 here. Oh, look at my tiny boy 8 years ago. All right, and then we're going to line this one up here with this edge. Okay, then we'll do the same thing over here, giving us about a 1/4 inch all the way around. I'm pretty bold going ahead and attaching this without looking at the other ones, but I feel completely confident in my measurements and being able to eyeball this. Okay, very good. And now we'll do the same thing with these photos. And hey, if you don't have the exact sizes that I do, it is okay. It is completely okay because you can always adjust this part right here to match your photos because you may have digital size photos and they may not be 6 inches long. Most of mine are that way, so I completely understand that. So make it work for you, but that one, those measurements are just perfect for these photos. I printed 8. I've also got this one. I'm not going to use it. It's pretty much the same as this, but if I'm going to use one of these pictures, I'd rather have my son in it. So that one was wasted money there. Okay, this looks great, and I'm not done yet because I'm going to add some journaling and my little embellishments for a title. But can you tell, as I was putting that on, what was missing? Did you see it? Did you see what was missing? It was this. So yeah, I did this completely out of order because I put all this on and realized I hadn't put the stickers down. So I thought about ripping everything up, but I decided not to because, you know, mistakes happen. I knew you would understand. But I want to make sure to give you the proper order. So make sure you get those stickers down before you get these things down. It is a common mistake for me. Not sure about you. All right, now I'll take a moment and put on the embellishments. So I've pre-cut my journaling box, and this is how much room I think looks really good here. The journaling box should be 2.5 inches wide, and we have 3 inches wide for the backing. And the length that I used here that I think is just perfect is 4 inches for the journaling box and 4.5 inches for the mat behind it. So I'm going to be brave and just go ahead and put this on here. You know, honestly, I recommend you journal first and then do that. But as my sister Lori always tells me, it just always works out for me. It really does. So I think I'll use the brown dual tip pen with this. That's an old one. It's lasted quite a while. And I've got 3 little clusters of embellishments here. So I know when I put scenic route up here, we've got a map and hiking boots. Adorable. I want to make sure I put the brown embellishment not on this, but on that, and the white one can go over here. And then we've got this adorable little compass. Of course, we did not use a compass. Okay, that's really cute. And then up here, I'm going to have Autumn Adventures. And you can use foam squares if you like to pop these stickers up. It's okay that it's sticky underneath. Some people put baby powder on them so that they'll lose their stickiness. I don't really care. And now we'll do one more little cluster of leaves here. I'll try to put this little leaf on top of a darker one so it will show up. We're just going to add these down here. Those maple leaves are the cutest. And they don't have the white outline around them, which I think is nice. Put this one over here where we can see it, and then this one, this yellow, I'll put it on top of these. Okay, small little cluster there. Now I'll take a moment and journal and add some dates, and I'll finish this up. So I took these Ride On journal stickers and I added the locations and the dates here, the top and the bottom. And now I'll write the journaling. Is it my problem that you slept through lunch? Okay, we'll pause. Gotta feed somebody. All finished, and I love it. This one was super easy. 4 pieces of paper, some stickers, and a little journaling box. And I now have 2 finished pages from 8 and 9 years ago, and I love it. It's always great to look back on memories. I hope you have so much fun with this. Let me know how you like it in the comments.
Be sure to hop over to Debbie and Nicole's videos for their layouts. You'll find the links to their videos in the description of this video. And subscribe to make sure you get all future videos. Thanks for watching.